Good afternoon, and welcome back to this session. And this is the third and final session of today's discussion. I'm sure, as you have heard from the discussions in the morning by governors and professors, that our monetary policies and its challenges and its prospect, particularly those issues relevant to resource-rich economies as they transition to the inflation targeting framework, transition to inflation targeting framework. As someone pointed out, what is the meaning it is to the inflation targeting or not, but that's part of the point that for us to discuss. Now, we're going to shift the discussion a little bit from the implication of the monetary policies to the financial stabilities. That's another sort of the mandate of central banks. In the last few years, we have seen the most coordinated and intense, I should say deterministic, monetary policy reactions in over generations to bring down the runaway of inflations. Central banks have been decisive and forceful, causing inflation to have declined substantially from its peak in mid-2022. At the same time, without much collateral damages in terms of the labor market and the shocks to financial stabilities, with the exceptions to the episode of the March 2023. Importantly, the global financial systems have also been largely stress-free, and of course, including here in this region, Asia Pacific, financial systems have proven quite resilient as well. If you compare with early episode, like in 1997 and even in the 2013, the tempered episode. So that said, pressures points still exist. Of course, this includes, as I elaborated early this morning, inflationary forces, macro-financial vulnerabilities, fiscal trajectories, and low productivity growth. And of course, we discussed about high for long, or higher for long, or high for longer. I don't know what it is. So if that's persistent, and at least in some part of the world, this could be necessary, and that will be a test for the economic and financial system resilience. So this certainly will have implications on financial sector in general, and also financial stabilities in this part of the world. So now, without further ado, let's begin. We have a fantastic panel with us today to discuss the risk of the financial stabilities and how should central banks and financial regulators prepare themselves to deal with the consequences of these pressures. So as in practice, let me have a quick round of the introductions, although they need to lead this introductions. But anyway, before that, let me introduce our panelists briefly. First, Eddie Yue is the Chief Executive of Hong Kong Monetary Authorities. He has been leading the Hong Kong Monetary Authorities since October 2019, and he has been through various positions in Hong Kong Monetary Authority. Indeed, he worked there since the very beginning. And he's currently also the chair of the emerging market economy governors meetings at the BIS, and the co-chair of the regional consultative group for Asia at the Financial Stability Board. The second panelist is Governor Nandala Veerasinghe. He's the governor of the Central Bank of Sri Lanka. He's a career central banker with extensive experience in monetary and exchange rate policies. He has been an alternative executive directors at IMF board, and I'm happy to share the same time period that IMF board back almost 10 years ago. And together with Eddie, I should emphasize, he's also the co-chair of the regional consultative group of the Financial Stability Board. Our third panelist is Governor Zhang of Bank Negara, Malaysia. She was governor from 2018 to June 2023, and currently serves as the Chancellor of International Centers for Education in Islamic Finance. During her governorship, Governor Zhang overseeing the regulations and supervisions of bank and insurance companies, in addition, of course, to monetary policies. And before her central bank days, he also worked at the IMF, at the assistant directors at the MCM, the Monetary and Credit Market Department. Last, certainly not least, we have Andrew Zhang. Andrew is a longtime friend, and he served as the chair of the Hong Kong Securities and Futures Commissions between 1998 and 2005. And he also been a long-time advisor to China's banking regulators, now called China's National Financial Regulatory Administrations. He was a career central banker with both Hong Kong monetary authorities and also Bank Negara, Malaysia. And nowadays, Andrew works in the think tank called the Asia Global Institute at the University of Hong Kong, and he's a frequent commentator about Asia and the world economic and financial issues. So these are their brief introductions. Let me say a few words about how to organize the discussions. I will first invite the co-sponsors for these sessions, Mr. Albert Park, from Asian Development Bank. He's the chief economist of ADB, to say a few words before handing the floor to Andrew to make a keynote presentations. After that, and we will discuss with the panelists, and after the discussion with the panelists, they will open the floor for the questions. So, Mr. Park, can I give the floor to you?